The interior to level 4 of my Figsdale tower is now done, and it's Joey and Chandler's apartment. Find out how I did it and who is that hanging out down by the dumpster by Bro Thor? Coming up next. Hello everybody, this is Drmcbrick, and look who has moved into the Figsdale Tower. On level 4, it is Joey and Chandler. That's right, from Friends. None other than the Friends apartment set. And I took the Joey and Chandler's apartment and take a good look at it. See how it's laid out there, because it is laid out a little bit differently in the apartment I had to do. And also, what's going on down here? It looks like Bro Thor has found a friend. Why, that's Janice. Okay, so the first thing I have to do when I build these two, I have to keep the Barco loungers, right? I mean, those Barco loungers are integral to the whole set. And so in order to keep them, I'm going to have to build a side, they build sideways. So I am going to have to incorporate this rug somehow into the floor of the building. Normally I would just put tile, like for the Seinfeld house, I just put the tile down, and also for, if we see here in the Fab 5, I just put the tile down and made the rug. But since this has the Barco lounger mechanism on it, I'm going to have to build this and turn it sideways. That's what the floor looks like, and I'd like to keep that floor because that's the floor that came with the model. So it came with a lot of these nougat plates. And so what I did was just kind of dry fit these without clutching them all around, kind of thinking where my kitchen would go, all that sort of thing. Back here would be the elevator shaft, so the entrance to the elevator, so I can make this gray tile. And then I still have all around here for the wall, one stud all the way around. Wherever this is, you can see where the Barco loungers are, I've covered that up. And then I can find a 4-piece to put in there that will cover all of that space up. And so anyway, I just kind of dry fitted it. This is what you want to do before you put down tile or plates, because once I get all these clutched, it's going to be very difficult to take those off. And so now I get pretty much the exact same feel that you have for the floor in the original apartment buildings with this nougat. And I'm shaped to a point where I'll be able to build the apartment around it, and everything will look good, hopefully. It's a good thing I dry fitted him, because I found out that what I'm going to need to do is raise this a plate, and then I'm going to have to put a nougat plate on it. So all of this from here over is level, because I have my indentation in here, and I want this indentation so that I can set my Barco loungers in there like such. So anyway, I need that, and I just thought, you know, the best way to do it would be, if I was designing an apartment, would have a level floor all the way back here, and then kind of have it drop down right there. And that would make sense given this rug and having the wall unit and all that kind of stuff sitting right there. I think that would be the best way to do it. So that is what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to have to move a couple of things around to get it to work. Actually, I think I'm going to need to move this up further. And so, yeah, let me work on it a little bit longer. I'm working on it, but now I realize that I bought some plates off of an eBay seller. And you know, I should have used Bricklink, but these were almost too good to be true, and they are, because look, they're all cockeyed, they're all warped. And so it took me forever to get these pounded down on here. So now I have these going across like this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit these so these fit in across the seams, as you can see. So I'm going to put them like this, and then this way they'll fit across the seams. It's going to take me a little more, but I just happen to have enough nougat. I'm going to dry fit these so I can show you. Then that way this will be all one level with the Barco lounger that'll come in here. The wall with the glass will fit all the way through there. So I think that's probably the best way to do it. Okay, so I got the kitchen made, and the kitchen is the exact same size as everything. So it is standard. The only thing is what I had to do, instead of adding 3 shelves up here, I didn't have an extra stud to make everything perfect on this side. So I just put a wine bottle right there on that extra piece, and that's no problem. I did have to make the entrance, however, right here, as opposed to, I believe the entrance goes right here. But that's okay because the elevator shaft will be right here. So in order to do, because I had the choice of stickers, I put a sticker on the front door so that way, see, they're automatically apologizing to their girlfriends before they even enter the apartment. I'm sorry, right? And then on the other side, it says, hey, you want to go get some coffee? So anyway, so that's what I did there. So I put 2 stickers, one on each side, as opposed to just choosing the sticker I wanted on the front door. Now, here, the instructions call for doing this. Well, I thought these were going to be used for something, but they're not, actually. They're just supposed to be put right here. But if I'm building this into this building, I have a problem because these are studs, right? And there has to be a wall that goes here, with whether it's windows or it's just a straight gray wall. I can't do that because these studs will protrude. So I'm going to have to flip it and do it this way, and then I guess I'm just going to have to tile these studs. So that means I'm going to have to kind of reverse some of my building techniques as I go in through the instructions. But I want to make sure I get that wall, and I've left 10 studs here so I get the exact wall that's used in the regular model. Now the instructions call for the windows in the apartment. There's 2 windows right like this. Well, I have a huge expanse over here that I'm not going to be able to make. I could put those 2 windows there, but the problem is I don't have a corresponding window to the outside on the back of the building. But I do have these 2 corner windows here. So I'm going to make these windows here in the corner so they look like in the corner. And so they will actually be looking out over Figsdale. And I've put stickers on both sides so that way if you look in the window, it still looks like blinds as opposed to just being a blank white sticker. Okay, because I'm doing the corner window here, I couldn't run these rods all the way through. Now I thought about cutting them off, but you know, in some houses they have the rods that go past. I know mine, I have a couple of curtains. The rods go past and there's finials on the end here. There aren't any finials that I have, but what I had to do was basically break it down like this. And this piece here was supposed to be tan, but I found another darker tan in my box of tricks. So that way on the outside, you can see that it's still, as you look at it from way up here on this one window, as you look at it up here, you will see, sorry about the quickness there, you'll see the same color and everything. But I had to move the studs because you see there's a stud poking out there and there was a stud poking out here. So this had to be a smooth brick. So anyway, so that's just a little detail, some things. If you're going to do a corner window, you got to think about it. It probably would have looked better if I'd have used a smaller rod. But again, that did not come with the set. The set came with the 2 rods because they were supposed to be side by side. Okay, so if you recall, I have Bro Thor in the lobby on the 1st floor. I have the Seinfeld apartment on the 2nd floor. And on the 3rd floor, I have the Fab 5 apartment. And I made the floor for the 4th floor, Joey and Chandler's apartment, that'll fit right on top of this. And then the girls' apartment is going to go on top in the penthouse here. And I might do a special structure for that, so stay tuned. Anyway, here it is. Here is Joey and Chandler's apartment as I see it. And you know what? Oh no, I forgot to add this extra tile right here and this tile right here. So anyway, it is finished, and I will, by the time you see this next time in the finished, you will see that I'll add tiles, but I'm not going to take time to do that now. I'm going to show you what I did. What I did, there were several different things. If you look at the box and you look at the apartment, it's pretty cramped. It's got a lot of stuff in there. Well, I had a lot more room for Joey and Chandler's apartment. Now it's going to be a little more challenge when I get to the women's apartment because it's a lot bigger. But I was able to fit everything in here. So we got everything. I think I'm missing a coffee cup. I can grab a coffee cup and stick on there. But anyway, we got everything designed the way it's supposed to and all that sort of thing for the most part. You see down here, I had to use stud on the side bricks. So I made kind of a wainscoting here. I put all the Easter eggs and everything, like there's the dartboard and all that sort of thing. I put everything in I could. So I stuck it together. It may not be in the exact place, Oh, right there's another thing. Boy, I tell you, I'm getting a little sloppy here. I will fix that. That's supposed to be another couple bricks and then a tile. Actually, a couple plates and a tile, so it all looks uniform. But anyway, I put the suggestion of a bedroom door, closet, or whatever right there. And then the main door is right there. And the main door comes around here, and it comes out, and this is where this brown spot is. This is where the elevator will be, the elevator shaft. And so that's how you enter. And of course, all this will be bricked up and everything like that. On the back, what I had to do was I had to use these stud on the side pieces because I didn't have any regular pieces that were just flush. So I put them on the back because you see I still have one extra stud out here. So the wall for the building is going to come up here, but that's no problem because these studs will have an extra stud row here. So it'll all be straightened out and everything like that. So you won't see any of that. But this corner window is very, very important. And this corner window corresponds with the corner windows going up in my tower. And so that way, I had to put the two windows on the corner as opposed to, let's get that in there, on the corner as opposed to putting them on the sides like it called for in the model. And I think I mentioned that before in my kind of construction part when I was showing you my techniques. All of this stuff is just put together with bricks from the set. And of course, this won't show or anything like that. So that's not a big deal. You won't see that once it's finished. But I have all the Easter eggs, everything in there. Again, I had to modify the curtains and all that sort of thing. I got that huge entertainment 90s stereo system and everything that, you know, came in just huge bulk and all that kind of stuff with a little tiny TV. I wanted to make sure that I kept this feature because this is a feature, obviously, that's integral to the Friends TV show, these Barco loungers. And in order to do that, I had to make a place for it. And so what I did was basically just make this track in here, and I'm able to set it down, put it in there, and it'll stay in there. And then once I build the wall up, it's not coming out. And if I want to take it out, I can just pick it up and move it out, right? But it's in there, and so I put a little tile on there so that would keep it in there. And it also adds kind of a little step down from the rug and all that sort of thing. But you can see all of the Easter eggs are in there. They're in maybe different spots than normal, but they are all in there. That foosball table is just an amazing little creative build and everything like that. So anyway, this is Chandler and Joey's apartment. This is how it came out. I think it came out well. Again, it's going to look just like the Figsdale Tower from the front. It's going to have the big windows, so you will have all of those windows right here going across. So this will all be window. There'll be a corner window come around there, and then of course a corner window back there. Back here, you will have the elevator shaft and everything like that. This will all be covered up with brick, and the back will all be covered up with brick as well. So that is Joey and Chandler's apartment. That's the 4th story of my Figsdale Tower. We're just going to keep going up and add as many apartments as we can to this tower. So far, we're structurally sound with the beams coming down on the sides and in the back. These beams in the center, those aren't structural. The ones on the ends, those are structural. And that kind of keeps the structure going up. We kind of keep all the weight distributed on all 4 beams there. So anyway, so yeah, so that's the Friends, that's part of the Friends set, the Joey and Chandler apartment. They're excited to move in. Seinfeld and his gang and the Fab Five are excited to have them as neighbors up top. And then they can't wait till the women move in from the Friends set as well into the penthouse. And not really sure what Janice and Bro Thor have going on here, but you might see something about them on TikTok sometime. So stay tuned. Anyway, that's what's going on, and this is Joey and Chandler's apartment. I appreciate you sticking by the channel. Please like, subscribe, share this video, and join as a member if you'd like to support the channel. That would be wonderful. I also have merch available at Teespring, Drmcbrick General Store. You can buy mugs and stickers and shirts and hoodies and all kinds of cool stuff. But anyway, that's what's happening right now. That is the Friends apartment, Joey and Chandler's apartment, in my Figsdale Tower, the interior of level 4. I will be doing a video on the exterior as soon as I get a few more parts for my Figsdale Tower so it will all look uniform. This is Drmcbrick signing out.